Why is this brown stinky gerbil running around here? Mic check, mic check.
Check.
1,
Gerbil
2.
party, 1,
Let's
2.
go. All right, we up,
shit up
dude.
there.
We up. We back, boy. We back out in the garage, boy.
That's right. Garage
It's
boys.
63 degrees in the middle of summer. Don't you think that's a little strange?
It's not
cold.
middle of summer yet, but it's summer.
When does summer start?
I don't know, dude.
Summer
Some
solstice.
solstice.
Hey.
Yee, summer solstice. I don't know the dates, but it's definitely not summer yet. It's supposed to get high 90 or not 90s, 80s next week.
Yeah, I got to open our pool.
Oh, open the pool, baby. Who's doing pod from the pool? The legs guy, people will love that.
Dude,
The feet people.
the feet guy.
I'll kicking up.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've probably talked about this. Opening that pool is my hell.
I always like.
You got to clean it every fucking. You got to
Yeah.
vacuum it. You got to check You got to check the pH balance. You got to buy $100 worth of chemicals a day.
One of my friends was looking at when they were trying to buy houses. They found one with like an indoor pool, and I'm like, that sounds like a real nightmare. Mold and fucking like.
Dude, when I open that tomorrow, it's gonna be green. First of all, it might be something.
tadpoles.
There's
You might have a mosquito farm in there.
Well, the chlorine takes care of that because I just throw so much chlorine. But there's like dead frogs, usually mice.
Oh, dude.
Sometimes a person could sneak under there. You never know.
Deer could go in there, maybe.
Urine?
Deer?
I feel like I would hear a deer go in there.
Yeah,
But frogs usually is the worst.
unless they found a way to get under the tarp and they
Big
just
old
died
spiders.
there.
I'd smell it, wouldn't you? After a while.
You would think, but that
No,
chlorine might.
When I first moved in,
Formaldehyde.
they didn't use the pool. They were like older people, and they hadn't used the pool for years. And then I opened it, and I was so scared. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to open a pool. I YouTubed it. Dude, I had that bitch like the YMCA, dog. in less than
That kid swimming laps in there.
yeah.
I've given lessons.
I have been in it one time, and I've lived here 5 years. I've put my feet.
I was in there one time before.
Yeah, you
like 5
was.
years
Remember
ago.
my African American friend almost drowned in there, and his girl
yeah.
had to save him. That's why I don't get.
One of my black friends legit almost died in a pool one time. Like somebody pushed him in the deep end, and I thought he was
happened
just
to
fucking
me.
with me that he couldn't swim, but he was just like sunk to the
Did you
bottom.
save him?
I did. I grabbed him. And I
Hey,
pulled.
that's-
I mean, I don't think he was. He was in there for like 30 seconds, but he was panicking.
Yeah. No,
But-
I did. That happened to me at my rich friend's, my billionaire friend's house when I was a little kid. His parents were both big time lawyers, and in Lima, he had like a huge mansion, like deep in the country. And they had a big pool party, and I think they had lifeguards even. And that happened to me. Like I slipped in or something, and I can't swim, dude.
That's
It's
wild.
scary as fuck.
Yeah.
I might be dead, and this might be my second life or third life.
Could be.
Because I also think I got hit by a car once and died. I think I've died in this is
Reincarnated.
everything. Have you ever seen everything everywhere all at once?
I haven't watched it. I started to watch it the one night.
That's what it's about.
It was too late at night, but I was.
Multiple realities of the same life, and
Probably
it
is.
like one little thing happened. Like the it's probably one of my favorite movies. The main character lady is like owns a laundromat, and her husband, and she's like always stressed out, and he's like chill. And then their daughter is gay, but they don't accept that, and their grandpa's like an ass, like old Asian, like stereotype asshole.
Yeah.
And then they kind of just like go through levels of life where they're all in a different spot.
I
Like
know it's
one
about
little
but
thing changes the marriage, and then she's not married. They're not married, but they meet each
They
other.
turn into bagels or something.
The bagel is how I can't remember the bagel. Their daughter is the villain. She becomes like a superhero villain in one of their timelines, and the husband actually is the one who can jump the timelines the whole time. And then the end, it culminates into a spoiler alert, cry fest.
I heard it's cry fest.
I don't cry for nothing, dude. You
Yeah,
could
dude.
decapitate somebody. I wouldn't cry.
I do want to watch it, but
Watch it, dude. I'm telling you, it's an experience, man.
all right, okay, ma.
All right, well, good podcast. That's our review of everything
This has
everywhere.
been the review of everything everywhere at once. We'll see you next week.
Our quick reviews. You drove all the way here for a quick review of a movie you didn't.
That's our whole podcast. It's like 500 episodes, but just like quick 5-minute movie reviews.
5-minute movie reviews.
We spoil everything. Doesn't sound that great. I'm not gonna lie. No, I did start to watch it the one night, but
It's worth it, man.
yeah, I'm going.
My top 5 favorite movies. I have a good list.
What is it on the top 5?
Probably like number two.
It's number 1.
Apocalypse Now.
It's a good one.
It doesn't glorify war.
Yeah.
Where now, A24.
Yeah.
They have a
Warfare or whatever it's
that
called.
warfare, and like most war movies are paid for by the army.
Oh yeah, like American
by the
Sniper
military.
and shit.
Yeah, to glorify it. And I
fucking
guess
movie,
this
dude.
one is. I don't know if this one is doing it or not. I haven't seen it, but I will watch it. But
Yeah.
yeah, and Apocalypse Now does not. You've seen that?
Yeah. I had to read
Martin
the book
Sheen?
when I was in
You read the book?
high school. Yeah.
Was it good?
What's it? I can't remember what it's called though.
Apocalypse Now. The
no,
book.
it's not, the book's that's the movie's name, but the book's called something else.
Apocalypse Before.
No, it's
Apocalypse After.
Apocalypse.
The future.
Text version.
Apocalypse the Past. Before the movie. Yeah. I don't know, dude. That's my favorite one. Next Friday is a top 5.
Heart of Darkness. That's what the book's called.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
The horror.
Next Friday, Everything Everywhere, Apocalypse Now. I'd have to say There Will Be Blood and Dazed and Confused would be my top 5 movies. And that's a pretty normal American list,
dude.
but that's a good list. Thank you,
Yeah.
dude. Appreciate you.
Yeah. No problem, dude.
You got to put top 5?
Ooh, that's tough, dude.
I'm talking you just could go throw it on and be good.
Ooh. I mean, Superbad's got to be up there.
Ooh. Honorable mention for me.
We don't have time to talk.
Yeah, you really
about this.
haven't thought about it.
I like a lot of movies though, so it's hard for me to like. It changes all the time.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Do you like any Pixar movies, kids movies?
Aladdin's super good.
Toy Story for me is
Toy Story's
solid.
amazing,
OG
dude.
Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story's amazing.
What a sad story, man.
It is really
The third
is.
one's kind of dark. The one where like
Yeah.
they kill them.
They're making another one, dude.
Nah. See, dude, 4 wasn't. I didn't never even seen 4. My kids.
I thought
4 was the one with
came
the
out
gay
already?
spoon. Yeah.
Oh, I thought 4 was like coming up.
Well, that's a gay spork. I'm sorry.
Gay sport.
There's a spoon, I guess, that is a dude that likes
gay
Woody.
spork.
But I think it's a spork or a spoon.
I do remember there kind of being a spoon.
It's faggy. It don't matter, dude. And
about this gay Toy Story shit. Okay.
So I went camping on our Memorial Day annual. We talked about this another episode last
That's
year.
a camping weekend right there, dude. Especially white
So
people.
last time we went, there was a dark time it rained all the time, and it was not a great campground. We went over this. I looked up the old episode to make sure I did talk about this exact. We do every year a Memorial Day trip with the same people.
Was that last time the time you saw the Juggalos?
The Juggalos were smoking weed beside us.
Yeah.
And so we went to a better place. I don't have a camper. My wife's sister and her husband have a camper.
Uh-huh.
My wife's mom and her husband have a camper. My wife's sister's husband's brother. So my wife's sister, her husband's brother also has a camper, and his wife and kids came.
Uh-huh.
We do this every year, Memorial Day weekend. And last time, like I said, we went to it was sketchy. It was like Trailer Park Boys. Like, it was real sketch. This year, we went to just a normal thing. It wasn't bad. Like, last year, I remember by the end, and let me say, having a camper and going somewhere, I was stressed out getting packed up in a vehicle to go home.
Yeah.
You got to pack up your camper. You got to drop off the gray water.
man.
You got to drop off the shit.
Well, we sometimes we go with her parents. And
Yeah.
They have this big ass camper, and like getting everything at the end of the weekend is.
Do you take a camper, or do you just go with them?
No, we don't have a camper.
You help
We
out.
just we usually like either stay in a cabin nearby or like just the one time we just did a tent. But yeah, dude, I can't always say I enjoy camping. Maybe like one day.
You don't have kids, and that's the thing, dude. When you go camping with kids, you got to think they're not at home. They don't have their tablets. They don't have TV.
So
they
they're
don't
not
have
distracted
anything to do.
at all. There's
And
no Wi-Fi.
They're all I have two younger ones. My son didn't go. He's almost 18. He didn't go. 2 younger ones. They have 3. The other family had 3, and then their grandma's there. Who grandma's always gonna give you do whatever you want.
Right.
Dude, I'm trying to lay down, relax. They're like, what are you laying down for, dude? We got to take these kids fishing. We got to go. I'm like, dude, these fucking kids, dude. Mine are like, they'll come in there. We got to go here. I'm like, God damn, dude. Give me a break. But granted, we did get the nights, and we like drank by the fire and stuff. But, dude,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going, like, just, with no children.
Yeah.
I think.
it's I don't know. It's not bad, but it's just when we go like 3 days in a row, I'm like, dude, I want to go. Just want to go home.
You guys don't have any kids around when you go, right?
No.
It's all adults, so it's no different. You still have that feeling because I have the same feeling.
Yeah, I just like at night, you're like you said, like drinking and stuff, it's fine. During the day, you're like, what do I do?
Because I'm just want to drink. Like low key, I'm just like, dude, I took my weed pen, and dude, I was getting stoned out of my mind because I was like, dude, this is, and you got to walk everywhere like miles. Like you got to go take a shower somewhere, and we would eventually it kind of formed into like a Lord of the Flies situation where. So you have your like pull-in spots, and we were all together. And like I said, it's an I'm sure the kids love it. It's enjoyable. I don't hate it.
Right.
And it's not the people isn't the problem. It's just like you start like getting developing. You're like, God damn, I just want to go home and just be away from you guys. Like, no offense. And I'm sure they feel the same. I'm
just
sure.
like work the whole weekend too, because you gotta
that's how you
prepare food.
And, oh my! And so we split meals, like cook meal each day. Somebody else cooked dinner.
Right.
And mine was. So for Mother's Day, we went to a camper, and I made queso with the meat. What's the meat? Beef? Sausage, Mexican sausage.
Oh, chorizo.
And I forgot to put the Rotel tomatoes in it to make it more thin. So it was like thick, and it was kind of cold out. So it just in the crock pot, it's just like thick. You had to like dig it out with a spoon. So I wanted to redeem myself, and I'm like, I'll make a hibachi on the Blackstone. Making a hibachi for 10 people is not what I'm not a hibachi dude. It was a nightmare. It was fucking
trying to do tricks and stuff. Hey,
no, I was just trying to cook it. I'm sweating, drunk. The kids are like, we're hungry. Everybody's just sitting around the fire, and everybody's like, the first group made hot dogs and burgers, cake. That's what me last year. I had hot dogs and burgers.
That should have been. You should have just been like, we're doing that every night.
One was tacos. Aaron's mom did tacos. She pre-made them like at home and just brought it and heated up the meat.
That's cheating.
Dude, I got shafted, dude. I got fucking.
You should just be like, we're doing hamburgers and hot dogs again.
What else was?
Hope you guys enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was 3 days. We were only there 3 days.
Damn, dude.
Dude, I had hibachi and then somebody goes. I don't remember who said. I was a little bit. I was high and drunk, dude. And somebody goes, "What'd you season this chicken with?"
That's not a good sign.
Like,
it's like insulting you without insulting you. Like
everybody's just like, that's not bad.
Just asking. I don't know. It's not bad or anything.
Oh, I'm black and a white person's got to feel okay. May bring a big deep fryer and I'll fry some chicken for you.
What'd you see the fucking hot dog with, bitch?
And they had watermelon, and I remember I was drunk, dude. And I kept going, I can't eat watermelon around you guys. Everyone's like looking at me like, what? So basically, I might be the problem. Dude. I kept just doing inappropriate like, because I can't contain myself. Like if we were sitting around the fire getting tipsy, I'm saying something that you probably, although my, I guess you'd say stepfather-in-law, my wife's stepdad did say something about, because they live in a camper. They're retired. They live on a campground in the summer. They have a house in the winter, campground in the summer.
Right.
I don't think he enjoys it much because she's like, we're
the
going
whole
right back.
Summer. Like they stay there the whole summer.
Yeah. They don't have AC at their house, so they have AC in their camper. It's just them two. They're retired. They don't have. It's a permanent site. Like they just
but like
it's a big ass.
Get a Florida house or something.
Dude, it's a big ass camper. It's a gnarly camper.
Yeah.
And they got all that.
My in-laws have a big ass camper too. It's like a straight fucking.
Theirs is probably
house.
Theirs is probably bigger. Your in-laws.
I don't know, dude. Well, they have to have like handicap stuff in there too. But like, dude, it's. When we pack up, I'm like.
Do they have a garage on it? Garage?
No garage.
I'm trying to picture it.
It's big, but yeah, it's probably not as big as that one though. I'm guessing if it's permanent, it's probably way bigger. He's got to pull it all the time. So.
No, it's probably not. Do they drive? Does it drive or pull?
Pull.
It might be the same. It's probably the same size.
Yeah, it's pretty big, but like, and he's got like all these accessories and stuff that he brings, like this fucking grill you got to build and shit. I'm just like,
see, they have a kitchen on theirs on the outside.
Like they got DoorDash here. Can we go get a
pizza? No, I agree. Dude, I don't know what it is. It's just kind of, I want to be at a house, man. I want some TV.
You eat so late too because you got to prep everything and you're plan ahead.
Bugs. There's like you're just like, and everybody depends on you.
Yeah.
Dude, it was.
Yeah, you got to cook a feast every night.
The first day we got there, I was good because I was like immediately just started. We got there at like 5, so I immediately just started drinking. Somebody else cooked. Didn't give a shit. The kids were tired. Then that next morning I wake up and they're like, we got to go do this. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And I go outside and they camp. All these families with the camper camp all summer at different places.
Yeah.
So they're up drinking coffee. And hey, good morning. I'm like, nah, dog, no,
You're
sir.
just like close quarters with all these people for 3 days straight.
3 days straight.
Yeah. It's
Love
like the real world,
love
but
'em.
like.
But I need my
same.
space, bro.
Yeah, same. I gotta find a.
All right, we're back.
Some technical difficulties.
I just noticed that the batteries died in the interface or whatever for the mics, but luckily I noticed right at the end there,
Just right in the nick of time.
right in the nicotine. The camera might have changed too because I had to move that. But anyway,
Just all the angles.
we were talking about the camping. There was one more. Oh, we went to see. They always on Memorial Days, campgrounds always have a band. Last year it was the Railers. This year it was a group, and these were like real elderly people, and they were ass boy, dude. They were so bad to listen. Like people were just getting up and leaving. Like it was a nightmare. They sang like they just play the hits, but yeah,
Just play the hits.
well the hits for
1970s.
middle-aged white people that like camping.
Billy Joel.
That have, dude, the electric scooters now and electric bikes are the thing at the camp.
Oh,
no
yeah.
more golf carts. Forget that, dude.
They have that new park in Toledo too. That's like you can rent electric scooters and stuff, like just ride around. Not for me.
Why not? I told my son to get an electric bike instead of a car.
How does drive?
I'll just drive like a normal working class Ohioan.
Oh, I'm old school. I like to drive.
Yeah, I respect that.
I feel you though, dude. I need a space to like get away and. There's
Yeah,
no
it's-
like.
Big gulp. Is that yours?
Nope.
It's fine. It's
Just let it
American.
go, dude. It's just litter.
It's just
Better to
coffee.
spread the litter out than put it all in one spot.
Hey,
and
you don't
then-
want to have
and
like Puerto Rico.
then- Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
I saw this. Somebody did like a skit that was like a Kill Tony virtual reality. Like
On
they-
what?
It was. I think it was like I don't know if it was on Reddit or YouTube or what, but it was just. I'll have to send it to you later. It's hard to describe, but basically just making fun of that whole show. Like it was like an Adam Ray as SpongeBob SquarePants.
They're not funny. None of like. There's not. Do you watch it? Do you watch that?
I listened to the most recent one because Carrot Top was on there, and I was
That's
like,
interesting.
I gotta
That's
hear this.
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I
It's
I
hard
used
to
to listen to it every
watch.
week just to like
I
because some of
use-
the comedians
yeah.
were entertaining, but I haven't listened to like the last 5 of them because I'm just like he's just so grating on the ears.
It's him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not the other people.
yeah. His
Isn't it-
voice and his
Ow, and
jokes
he-
aren't funny.
I don't think any of his like reoccurring comics are funny.
And he like tries to be so edgy, and I'm just like,
And it's like fake edge. It's like
Yeah.
not. He's like, and then there's a dick on this forehead. It's not funny.
or the one like the other week there was some lady on there from Canada, and she was like a doctor in Canada, and he kept like trying to like tell her how Canadian medicine works and stuff. She's like, no, that's not how we.
I think I seen something about that.
And like I'm like, dude, why do you think you know more than a fucking doctor?
Is it? Maybe he doesn't give a shit. He's already up there.
Maybe, I don't know. I think he's
I
got
know
he's
there's
got
a lot
a
of,
big
like, these-
ego. Yeah,
Shows and stuff, like once they get a certain amount of money, and I've said this, I've already covered this a million times. You just kind of lose it's like a 50 Cent theory. The first album was great, second album was great, third album couldn't tell you what was on
You ever
it.
seen his stand-up specials? Those aren't good either.
Tony Hinchcliffe,
Yeah.
Well, he hides them, he deletes them.
Oh,
They're horrible.
Yeah.
They're not. No, there's nobody funny. Like nobody. Like even Joe Rogan's. I watched maybe during our last podcast. I got hammered, and I was just going through YouTube, and I said, "Oh, 3 hours ago, JRE Guy Fieri."
Mm-hmm.
I clicked it, got about 20 minutes, and I'm like unwatchable. Then before you got here, I was watching one of the guys who do I think it's called Podcast Cringe or something. It's a YouTube page that shits on comedians and stuff, and they did that episode, and like the whole time I was like, why did I quit watching it? Because Guy Fieri's like happy to be there, and Joe's just like, yep, yeah,
just high as shit the whole time and doesn't make any
dude,
sense.
once you're a billionaire and it's fun when he was like in his house doing it and chilling. Once you're a billionaire, nothing's fun.
Yeah.
Because you got everything.
Yeah,
There's
and
nothing you
now
can't
it's
do.
3 hours long too. Like the fuck.
Yeah, like
not
if you
sitting
drive
here for this.
if you got a Ferrari, a Tesla model straight from Elon, Model Y or Model S or whatever you got, and you got any car you want, you go anywhere you want, you got unlimited money.
Yeah.
It's not fun. You don't care. Why would you care about anything anymore?
I had to go to some training, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
St. Louis for a little bit, and one of the guys there was from our area, and he was like, yeah, I drove here because everybody else flew, and I'm like, damn, you drove all the way here? It was like 8 hours, and he was like, oh, it was just like 2.5 Joe Rogan podcasts. And I was no.
I'd have hit him, dude. I'd have beat his ass. No.
Like, first of all, that's 8 hours of podcast, so you only watch
There's
2.5
a million
episodes.
podcasts I can listen to. Do you have any good like straight up that your go-tos?
I mean, I listen to Bad Friends every week. That's like
That's grown on me, dude. I used to not like it because of
it's like a quick hitter though. Like you can just like listen, it's like 45 minutes to an hour. And it's just like
I'm a Red Bar guy through and through. I pay to subscribe to his site.
Yeah.
And I will never not. That's the only. I quit paying for Spotify. I quit paying for Tesla connectivity premium, like where you get the add-ons to your car. I quit paying for that just so I could just only pay for Red Bar. That's how much deep I watch Red Bar daily, and he hates not the Asian one, the redhead
Andrew Santino. I watch it for Bobby Lee most of the time, but like
Andrew Santino's low key kind of funny.
Them together is funny.
He shits on him so bad I couldn't watch it, and I started watching Shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I watched that one, and then I mean, Dano Tosh has a podcast every week that's like 45 minutes.
I see Shorts about that too.
Yeah, but he just interviews like random ass people like plumbers and shit.
Gynecologists. That was my idea a long time ago. Maybe during the time we started this or before, was just interview like the normal 9 to 5 person.
Yeah,
still possible, but the logistics of it is kind of a pain in the ass because you gotta like here's my address, I don't know you, and hang out.
I like watching his because he doesn't really fuck with other comedians like that. I mean, there's certain people that he's friends. He's like super good friends with Carrot Top and shit was random as fuck, but like he doesn't really like associate with a lot of those.
Do you listen or do you just watch?
I listen unless I'm like working out or something. I'll put it on. Like
I almost can't even listen to music anymore. I listen to podcasts in the car.
I just recently started listening to music again, like more.
I've been getting into it, but yeah, the Jim Cornette podcast is like an hour. Well, he has 2 of them. They're both like 4 hours long, and I don't watch wrestling, but I listen to it for what's going on.
Yeah,
and that's like 4 hours, and I only drive half hour to work, half hour back, so that's like 4 days right there.
Yeah. Kill Tony had Kid Rock on 2 weeks ago, and I was like, this is.
Did you watch it?
No, I stopped watching before that. But I was like, this is too far even for me. Like I just can't even.
Well, Donald Trump, I haven't heard from him in a while, but he
free Larry Hoover.
Did he?
No, dude, this is so funny. I wanted to talk about this. Okay,
hold up.
I wanted to talk about this. So Kanye's been trying to get Larry Hoover freed for so long.
He did a concert and everything with the smoke.
And I saw him tweet the other day, like, I'm so thankful for Donald Trump for freeing Larry Hoover. And I was like, damn, he actually did that shit? I looked into it, dude. He reduced his sentence from life to 200 years. And
okay, well, so there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Larry's like, finally.
They come with some miracle drug to make you live forever, and they give it to prisoners for some reason. Mm-hmm. Good for him, I guess. And then I guess he did move him from federal prison to state prison, so that's kind of nice, I guess. But like, I'm
You're still
he
in prison,
free
dude.
Larry Hoover. He just like kind of like
he's not kinda. He's still in prison. He didn't do anything. He made people, which that's like a weird getting black votes move, Matrix style, dude.
Yeah.
That's like a weird mental gymnastics where you're like, oh, he did it. You know what? Now I think about it, I've seen people like on TikTok like crying, like old black dudes are like, my nigga free, dog. Hell, my one. Now I think about it, I see they're like, my what do you say? My chief free. My chief free. And somebody typed in, dude, this dude ain't never met Larry Hoover. You don't know him.
Also, Larry Hoover's a fucking dickhead, dude. Killed like so many people.
Is he old?
He's old as fuck, dude.
I used to be in a gang, the GD folk, so I would know. a lot about it. No, seriously, I was.
It sounds. Just
It was like a
Larry.
weird Lima chapter. It was like a Lima chapter. It was a Lima chapter.
Chapters of gangs.
No, like you say, like you're in a.
No, I know, but
the
like,
biker gangs.
I was at the branch campus.
Dude, I was at the
Ohio
Lima
State
chapter.
Lima.
It was
I
a
was at the
weird.
Crips
That was a
Lima.
weird chapter, dude, to be in, dude. It was. They might still be running hard, so I don't want to say too much about them, but.
No, I was in MS-13 Lima. It's cool, dude. It's just like this branch campus. It's not as bad. Way less
This
people.
was when I was in
less
high school.
violence.
This was like my late years of high school. Yeah,
the leaders aren't that bad, you know.
I was gangbanging, dude. I was in them streets.
You can't try it for football or anything, but it's.
We had a handshake. We did have a secret handshake, and we stole beer all the time.
That's pretty hardcore. Dude. You're
My
just
buddy
like
punched
Larry
a girl
Hoover.
cop in her face right in front of me.
Did he get arrested?
Dude, I could tell you, dude. Now that I think about it, if I got into this chapter, it was like a.
Don't be
maybe
snitching
it's-
though, dude.
This was when I'm 30. I got 10 days till my birthday. I'll be 37.
What was it called again? What was the gang
The
called?
GD Folk.
You got any? You better look out, dude. Trump's looking for them tats.
Oh, I see your podcast. No.
Oh, dude,
this is
you
when I was
you got a musical
Dude, this
note?
was
Is
when
that the note G? Because
This was when I was 19, and like it was a weird time. Like it was maybe 19. I couldn't drink yet legally, so maybe even 16 to 19. I got put in the hospital because of this situation.
you got jumped into the gang.
No, I didn't. It was like a friend, kind of like. I got
How'd you get
introduced
out?
to this because it wasn't a real fucking gang, dude. But it was like a high school gang. It
GD
was
folk,
like,
dude.
we were.
Everybody knows.
Dude,
everybody knows
no,
what that is.
listen.
You Google that.
We would go to this dude's house and hang out with him. It was him, his brother, and his mom lived there. His mom was like a real bitch,
J-Bo
dude.
in it.
Yeah. No. He wasn't.
I thought you were going to be serious for a second.
Wait, J-Bo.
Remember? You don't remember J-Bo, dude?
From Jay's?
No, J-Bo. They used to come into our house all the time.
Oh, no. He wasn't. But he was closely associated with us. But no, he was not in it. I forgot about him, too. He was cool. No,
He
he
was
was
in the Shawnee campus.
He was cool, but J-Bo was like a drug dealer in high school. And I would let him use my car while I was at work. And he would fill up the gas tank, give me money, and give me weed. And all I had to do was let him use my car. So it was a profit for me. It was in my mom. It was my mom's car, but it was, and then he got pulled over one time. I remember, dude. My mom called me like, "I'm out here with this kid. Who's this kid with my car?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck,
Oh, damn,
dude, it
dude.
was bad. It was bad." But he paid the fine or whatever for because she got in trouble.
Yeah.
She got the fine and stuff, and he paid it all off and everything.
Damn, he almost ended up like Larry, dude.
He
Hoover.
he was he was a stand up nigga, dude. J-Bo was cool, and I remember he was grounded by his dad, and I worked at Happy Days, which was
in a gang with grounded by his dad.
worked at Happy Days, and his dad lived like in that neighborhood right beside LCC. And he's like, "Hey man, can you bring me some cheeseburgers? I'll get you a couple bags." And I got it for free. I would just take them, dude. And I would bring him the cheeseburgers, and he'd like be quiet when you come up and just go to my window. And he'd like open his bedroom window. I'd bring him cheeseburgers, and he'd give me a bag of weed and money, dude. Every time, dude. I mean, I could have been a millionaire hanging out with him, dude. My mom fucked it all up. But anyway, the
I don't
GD
think
folk,
you've been a
dude.
millionaire, right?
We would go to the Clark gas station by Schoonover Pool. You know where Schoonover is?
Yeah, I was going to schoon every summer, dude.
We'd go to that Clark right there, dude. Walk in and just grab cases of beer and just leave. Just walk out. And the dude would be like, "What are you guys? What the fuck are you guys?" We'd be like, "GD folk, motherfucker."
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize.
But what for the Ohio State Michigan game? And I rolled up to my buddy's house. One of my
Do you
gang.
guys have a color? First, hold on. I got so many
GD
questions.
folk is a real gang. That's Larry Hoover's gang.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I
but
didn't know that.
the color is it's a Crip affiliate, so it's like a black. I think it's black. Yeah, it's
I thought
black.
the Crips were
Blue. It's a dark blue black. It's a navy.
Navy. Be careful, dude.
Yeah, I'm treading on thin ice here.
Hold up. Is that black or navy?
Or light
do
blue.
walk around this
Is that a
neighborhood.
black, navy, or light blue gang?
Could keep me a colorblind gang member, dude.
No, it's game over.
Fuck, dude.
No, you're wearing blue. You're good. Is it dark red? Is it mauve?
It's all black and white to me. I can't see shit.
Okay. But I pulled up, and my buddy and his brother, two gang members, were sitting outside their house, and it was a Ohio State Michigan game, and then we were going to meet up and then go somewhere else. And dude, I was in some sketchy situation. It was weird.
Yeah, well,
it was bizarre. And so I pull up, and a cop, Lima Police Department, LAPD pulls up. It's like a cop car pulls up, like whipping it right into his driveway, and a lady cop and a dude cop get out. No. They weren't. The gang members weren't outside. They were inside their house, and I was going there. They're like, "Is so and so here?" I'm not gonna say his name, and I was like, "I don't know. I just got here." They're like, "Well, can you have him come out?" And I'm like, once again, I don't know anything about this. And I hear his mom, and they're like, she used to yell at motherfucker. She was real dude. She was insane, and she
You was living precious, dude. You was living precious.
Well, I don't know why I just didn't stay home. Like where I lived in Shawnee. I do not know why I would go into. This was over by. This is over in the Schoonover area. There's a bar like when you're going to Schoonovers. They lived right in the parking lot of this bar. Their house was, and I pulled up, and so I go inside. They're like, "We'll go in and get him." I'm like, "Oh, sure, I'll say something." I don't know if he's in there. I just got here,
right?
And I walk in. And then he's like standing at the doorway, like, "Man, what do they want?" I'm like, They just said, "Come out." I don't know, dude. I just got here, dude. I don't know anything that's going on because I was still like this,
right.
But I was in a gang, so it was like a weird. Like they all was like, "Oh man, you're funny as shit." That's the only reason I kind of survived. And I walk in, and he's like, "Man, fuck it, I'll go out." So then I go outside. He goes outside. His brother goes outside, and I think his mom stayed in the house. Like I said, this was when I was 20. This is like 20 years ago. And he like walks out like this, like real chill. This is a true ass story. I'll never forget it because it was an Ohio State Michigan game, and the night progressively got crazier. And it's Ohio State Michigan game, and he walks out. The game hadn't started. We're waiting on to go somewhere else. He walks out like this, and he's like, like chilling, and the cops are like, stop, and they pull out their tasers and shit, and he's like, "No, it's good, yeah." Like real chill, and we're just sitting there like, what the fuck is he doing? And he walks up to the girl cop, and she's like, "Turn around," and he's just like, "Mow," and blast her as hard as he could in the face. Dude, she falls on the fucking car. Dude, they just put a taser on his fucking head, and then the dude cop just like bam, bam, throwing him, and then she gets up, and they're like fucking beat his ass. And I'm like, "Oh, we're all dude."
Why the fuck did he do that?
He was insane. He was crazy. Like I think he's in prison to this day still. Like he had
Jesus Christ, dude,
blasted this.
Also,
I'll never forget that.
We're gonna punch. You should probably punch the dude cop first.
No, that dude that dude cop was, and she was not. She was very attractive. Too.
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, why'd you hit her? Like hit the dude. That was a bitch move. That was dude. He clocked her, dude, out like just like she's just like calm down, and he's just like, "No, it's good, and walks up and just boom hits her. And then
he's lucky it's not nowadays.
But here's the crazy thing is like the mom got mad at the police, and I'm like, I mean, he just blasted her in the face. Because like I said, I was still like logically thinking. I wasn't like in the gang mentality. I was just trying to hang with some dudes that were we'll get some street cred, dude.
That's wild, dude.
And then we got to the Ohio State game, and
they let him go.
No, he left, and then me and his brother and our other members of the chapter got to the play. It was a trailer we were going to. We used to like go to people's houses and just take everything out of there, like take stuff from their house. It's a really dark time, dude. Well, I didn't take any. I never took anything, but I was the driver. I was the getaway driver.
Saying this on the podcast.
It was 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Trust me, they're all in jail.
Cold case.
Cold case. We never killed anybody.
But
yeah, dude, that was my. So, hey, free Larry Hoover, bro.
How old do you think is too old to be like joining a gang? Like
getting in?
Yeah,
it's like the military. Like how old's too old to be in a military? You're like our age probably. It's a little too late.
So if you're like 29, you're like
the prime age is young, like 16 to 15 driving age.
But if you're like 28, 29, you'd like get into a
no,
game.
that's not too late.
You fucked up your life. So at some point, you're like made a bad decision. And you're like, this is
if you're the leader, that's cool. But if you get in, that's not
that's
cool.
What I'm saying, like, I'm talking about getting in,
bottom of the barrel. Like you're like selling nickels and dimes, dude.
Just go kill this 13-year-old.
Yeah, go spray this dude's mom's house, please. Now there's no rules in the gangs. No, dude. I follow a lot of gang pages online, and there's no.
What do you mean the gang pages?
So like a rapper
Facebook pages.
No, like YouTube, like a rapper will. So there's one rapper, Mr. Disrespectful. He had a name, but he called himself. He was on from Philadelphia. He would diss other places from Philadelphia, and then he made a music video where he was digging up a body of a dead op from the other gang. Then he goes on Adam 22. Tesla just drove by. No jumper, and. He's like, fuck this gang, fuck that gang, fuck this gang, and then literally leaves No Jumper and is at a red light and gets shot up and gets killed that day. And he didn't give a like. You could tell he wasn't concerned about it. Like these guys are insane. You got to think like Lil Durk's in jail right now. Tory Lanez is in. Oh, it's not gang related. He just shot Megan Thee Stallion.
He just got stabbed too. Stabbed the fuck out of him.
I mean, being in jail is not a place you want to be, dog.
No.
That's coming from
a celebrity,
that's coming from an ex-GD folk, dude. Gang driver. I was gang
Do I
driver.
gotta watch myself on the way home, dude? Who's your enemy gang?
Dude, this is like this is like 20 years ago. How would I know?
Are they still around, GD folk?
Yeah, but they're not in they're not in where I'm at now. They're not in Lima.
Dude, I don't know these streets out here, dude.
They're not okay. They're not going to type in Badminton Boys podcast and find. Oh, there he is.
Finally they're using AI and shit, like finding mentions of GD folk.
Finally found this
We got a
nigga.
snitch on our hands, boys.
Boys, I'm sorry.
His ass.
Finally found this nigga. No, hell no, dude. I ain't worried about them.
That's
Fuck 'em.
wild, dude. You lived a crazy life back before family life.
Dude, it was insanity. I was at Night Moves, the teen, you know what I'm talking about, the teen bar, and
Now, Ohio Theater or
yeah, we went outside and these girls. So some girls that were my friend's sister were there, and we were like just outside talking to them, and these girls like came out of the woodwork, and these like hood girls, and we're like, we're gonna. Dude, there's always somebody creeping while we're trying to do our fucking podcast, bro.
It's the neighbors, dude.
No, it ain't. I don't know. I've never seen that. It's probably one of the GD folks. Like, oh, you guys
Dude, I
record
told
on
you,
us?
man. You can't be y'all talking too loud about this shit.
They just freed Larry, and I'm like holding these girls back. Like I'm like trying. I'm like, what's going on here? Because these girls are trying to jump. These Shawnee girls are these girls. Lima girls are trying to jump these Shawnee girls that I knew their brothers. And I'm like, what's going on? And I woke up in a CAT scan. That's all I remember.
Damn, dude, they beat your ass or
No,
what?
so then my buddies, my members, my crew had told me they came to the hospital. Like I woke up, my mom was there, and then like people came and visited me. I was in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days.
Damn.
And they told me, they were like, dude, I was this age I remember I was 16. And they was like, dude, you went like this to like just like be like, what's going on? And some dude came out of nowhere with a brick and was just like, boom,
They
right in the
demoed
back of your
your ass,
fucking
dude?
head, dude. And then he's like, you just was like, hit the curb and was like, you know, like on TV stiff. And then the ambulance came, put you in an ambulance, and took you out.
You could have died, dude.
Dude, dead. And like Mustard, I think Mustard might have been there because Mustard was at the hospital. He's like, nah, dude, you got fucked up, dude. Like out of nowhere, this dude just came
Just
in.
trying to
Boom.
break up some fight.
So I think the dude got killed like the next week or something that did it.
Damn,
It had nothing to do with me. It was totally, I guess this dude was a scumbag.
Revenging your ass, dude.
I think I'm Larry. Big Meech. Dude, I might be
Fuck with the
LH.
wrong.
What if they like look? They were like looking for
You
me
fuck
like,
with T-Clips,
dude.
or get your ass.
No, it was totally unrelated because I had to check.
You
I
don't
had
know that, dude.
No, I had
They
to
might have
check
told
out-
you that because they didn't want to snitch, but
Hey, if you're my op, I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover. That didn't happen. That's true story, dude. That did, but it wasn't.
reckon you got
He
hit
might
with a
not
brick,
die. He
dude.
might have got like in a coma or something. But he got fucked up by somebody. I don't know who. Hell yeah, dude.
damn, dude, that's hardcore, bro.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know all this, man.
Yeah, you might not want to hang out with me anymore.
I gotta go right
I'm a
now.
real bad boy. Bad. I'm like Diddy, dude.
I'm like
Yeah,
kidnap my
secrets.
ass, dude. I can talk about this.
I have some
rich in-laws
kidnap.
and stuff.
I have some gang tendencies, dude.
I can
Still,
tell,
I
dude.
can't. It's
That's
you
just
could
in your
take
blood,
you
dude.
could take the in out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the in.
You were
dog.
like going the opposite way. Like
I was
you were out of the hood, but you tried to get back in.
I was getting it. I jumped in.
The guy living in Shawnee, but I still got to come hang out in Lima.
Hey, dude,
Ohio
in Shawnee, they
Theater.
knew who I rolled with. I'm just kidding. Nobody cared. Like looking back at it now, no one gave it. Because I remember like super rich dudes that I was friends with in Shawnee would like hang out with this gang. Like they would come hang out. Like they'd be like, oh, you guys are all going to a party, and like they knew all. They were like, because some of the kids that were there were still went to Shawnee,
Right.
But they lived in Lima. They were
They could pay to have people killed. Dude.
Shawnee just no, because they still lived in Lima.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Shawnee had opened up when I was in 8th grade. Shawnee opened up purely open enrollment,
Right.
And that's how like J-Bo got in. That's like there used to be they'd have their spots, and like I'd be walking, and at the front, all the Lima senior kids would hang out together. Like J-Bo was one, all the just like athletes, like all. Yeah, I remember that.
Imagine like you're just like going to Shawnee for a long time. You're like a rich white kid, and then you
No, I think
next
they're
year
still.
you're like, oh shit, what the fuck?
I think either it was to get more people in there, or I think it might have had to do with sports.
Well, yeah, I know some schools around there started giving out vouchers to athletes. Like,
Yeah, I want to say it had to do with sports because, like, when I was Jamar Butler was a senior when I was in eighth grade, and then he went to OSU, and
I remember
think that failed. But he would be at parties. I remember he would be at parties when I would go out.
This kid named Ryan from our school used to be a beast running back, and next thing I know, he's in LCC. Like,
LCC later. Definitely is poaching. Yeah.
Dude, that's so wild. I got to pee real quick, but I got to. I got to dig deeper into this because this is fucking blowing my mind.
We back. All right, we back after urinating and cleaning our
pee
tubes.
Holes.
What up?
Urethras.
They got a new. Speaking of this, is totally off subject, but speaking of urethra, King of the Hill, they have a real
reviving it. Yeah,
and they're actually aged.
So is that same like voice people?
No, well, Brittany Murphy died, and she did Luann. Bobby Hill was voiced by the lady who played in Californication. Have you ever seen that show?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Dark-haired lady who was loud. She was on a couple episodes. She was Louie's girlfriend on Louie as well. Smoky voice. Hold on, I'll pull a picture up. She's in a lot of shit.
Not the nanny, is it?
No, I haven't. King of the Hill cast. This lady is Bobby Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But some of the people died. Mike Judge is Hank Hill. Bill Dotrieve is this dude. I know him too. I don't know him personally. He wasn't a GD folk, but yeah.
You don't know that. Could have been a different chapter.
Hi, I'm a GD folk. But yeah.
That's wild, dude. You were hanging out with all kinds of different, like, you had like
dude, I have been in a whole, like, I hung out with hillbillies after that. Like, I had a hillbilly.
Some of my former family members, like,
I was hill. Like, after that, I went purely hilljack.
That's kind of dangerous sometimes too, though.
Dude, that's more dangerous than anything.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous, I think.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it's because they
don't give a fuck.
No,
I mean, I guess
their bodies
it's almost equal. It's almost equal.
Yeah,
it's almost
one you're gonna die with guns, the other one you're gonna die with explosives, or
either one's gonna punch a cop.
Yeah,
either group, gang.
Have you watched that channel? What is it, Channel 5 or whatever, that Swamp Fest thing they have on there yet?
I haven't watched that one yet.
I watched like the first half of it, dude. It's fucking insane. Like, these people are.
Sometimes they do that. It fucks with my anxiety, dude. Like, the shit he does, like, kind of like stresses me out.
They had this, like, that black dude in the ski mask going to do this one. That you've seen that guy on there?
I don't like when they change the.
Well, I guess it's like a different like branch they're doing now.
Yeah, he's trying to branch out.
But yeah, they had him out there. Wearing a ski. It had to be hot as fuck out there, wearing a ski mask and.
This is FLA.
Yeah. But it's like some BMX dude puts it on, but like. I guess like the last few years people have been getting hurt with fireworks. So this year they were like, no fireworks this year, like, or else we'll shut it down. First couple of nights they were like, no fireworks. Like night 3,
dude, once you start drinking, nothing matters. Like nothing. Once you get a certain past alcohol level, you're just like, oh, well, fuck.
Why do people like fireworks so much, dude? Like,
I hate fireworks.
Hillbillies,
I hate fire. I hate anything that's not like just sitting. No.
Yeah, especially when like, they're just firing at people and shit. Like, what are we doing?
That's just not fun.
No.
Even if I'm drunk, that's not fun.
Like one dude like lost a fucking eye.
Dude, I don't even like going to a bar at this point. Like, I'm not even that.
Yeah, it's too much liability.
It's too much work. You got to sit at the bar. You got like I got a buddy that owns some bars, and he's like, dude, it's just like every fucking day, non-stop. Like everything's just like, oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. You've worked it. You've worked.
Yeah, that's why I had to quit bartending, dude. It was just too much. After the older I got, I was like,
it seems fun.
Fuck this.
It seems fun. Like
when I was younger, it was fun. Yeah,
getting tips, getting paid.
But then when I got older, I'm like, these same motherfuckers come in here every night.
It's depressing almost.
Like think I'm their friend. I just want your money, dude.
Why not be their friend though?
Because they're alcoholics.
If I was just like a single dude, I would be their friend, and I would just try to fuck them, dude.
But they're all old as fuck. Like,
yeah, you didn't want to fuck no cougar.
I mean, no, there was no women regulars.
Oh,
like it's all old dude, creepy dude regulars. There's no like, no girl goes in the bar every single day unless they're like a legit like,
dusty.
Yeah,
dusty and
like
musty.
there's no like hot girl coming to the bar every day. Like if there is, she's not somebody you want to mess with.
If she is, she starts out that way and then she ends dark.
She turns into like smoker's face and like
I mean, I'm sure there's vape face now. Smoking's almost gone. Smoking.
I don't know. We don't know if vape face is a thing yet. We haven't had it long enough. I'm sure it'll be in the future.
They taste so good though. Have you tried? Oh wait, you were talking about nicotine. Have you tried vaping?
I got weak lungs, dude. I can't do vaping.
You do got weak ass lungs. Smoking all that.
I know that about you. You got weak ass lungs.
I know a lot about you.
I don't know what it is, dude. Like when I can't like breathe it in. Like it's.
Yeah, I understand.
I never really did nicotine before though until I started these fucking.
Yeah. So what happened with that? You were telling me about that earlier. What's up with
dude,
that?
I fucking lost, or not lost, but I threw away my ADHD medication on accident. I heard online that nicotine helps a little bit, so I started doing these fucking Zen pouches and.
We might have talked about this, but if you don't take, what does your ADHD at this highest point feel like?
So before
I'm really interested in that because I think I might have it, but I
probably
don't think
do.
Well, just tell me how it feels, and
so like unless I write everything down and like schedule everything, and I cannot organize shit, and can't remember anything. Like I'll go walk into a room, forget what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well,
my mind's just all over the place. I can't get anything done because I want to start something else right away. Your brain just like foggy, and it's just
I'm not that bad.
You can't start and finish things. I can't even text back sometimes because I'm like it's just overwhelming to me. Like looking at my phone, like oh shit, this is like a lot.
So does it fuck with your work?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bad?
Yeah. Before when I was just doing like manual labor, it wasn't bad, but now like that I'm
you
actually like
think?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now that I have to be like organized and shit. I'm like.
And then when you take the medication, it just kind of slows it down.
Yeah.
Huh. I always thought I had something, but I don't think I do. I don't think I'm that bad.
I mean,
like where
you never know, dude.
I can focus on something like sleeping.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could sleep,
or I can like do I can finish a task.
Okay, then I mean, I don't know. There's different.
I'm not
kinds
shitting
too.
on you, but
no, there's different kinds.
That's interesting to me. Like people's brains are like so wired up. Have you always been like that?
Yeah, it got worse as I got older, but like
you weren't on medication until you got older, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
I just thought I was a genius.
I mean, you could be.
No, I'm not.
Why?
I'm stupid as fuck.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
No, at least I'm telling you, man. Something about
does drinking fuck with? If you didn't take your medication and drank, what would happen? To the point of intoxication.
I mean, I'll just get drunk. I don't know. Like
normal. Would you chill out though? Like, would you be like, oh, I don't, or no?
I get a little hyper.
Dude, I see you got that Zen pack right there, dude, ready to go.
Yeah, dude. This is the Zen belt.
They make me lighthearted, man, or lightheaded.
Well, it's because you're getting so much at once. Because you vape, right?
Yeah, but I don't vape unless I'm at work. I don't do anything unless I'm at work.
Yeah, so like when somebody like the first time I tried it, somebody gave me a 6 milligram, and I was like, oh shit, dude, I felt sick. Like it felt.
Dude, let's zen right now, dude.
Huh?
Let's zen up, dude.
You want to?
Let's zen out, dude. I'm ready. I'll zen.
Get weird.
I'll zen for a second.
It's gonna make you're gonna like be like, oh.
I have had those. I've had them before. I didn't
These
like
only
them.
the threes. It's not bad.
I know. I got the 3 coffee ones. I didn't like them, and I went back to. I was trying to stop vaping. Let me zen up. Thank you, man. Do you do up or down?
I switch it around.
Zen.
Start at the bottom. If you go to the top first.
Do you move it around with your tongue?
Yeah.
What flavor is this?
This is just the chill one. I think it's like no flavor, but a little bit of like.
Of course, you would get the no flavor one. Get the good flavors. All right, we're sitting down now.
You can't drink beer if you're like drinking like the no flavor or the.
Could you imagine a nice beer with a coffee flavor or a? Nah,
you
dude.
Busch Light flavored ones?
You're drinking a
Claw,
dude. That would be good with like a fruit one.
I don't want the flavor.
Citrus.
I'm not planning on doing this long term. This is just a temporary.
It's not going to hurt you in any way.
No, I know, but
do it long term, dude. This is sick, dude. Hell yeah.
You don't gotta spit with these.
Dude, bring
ones.
me a little cup so I can spit it.
You don't have to spit with the nicotine ones.
All right, this is a new podcast now. We're the Zen boys.
Just put like 10 in our mouth and see what happens, dude.
Zen out.
We'll just be throwing up everywhere.
Sit here, Zen out. Dude, it's burning now.
I know it does burn.
Oh, dude, I'm Zened up, dude. How'd you stumble upon this?
I was just like looking one day, like because I couldn't. They won't refill my medication because it's a controlled substance.
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah, that's how medication works.
Fuck you, dude.
That is. I mean,
I have like 5 more days and they'll refill it. But
so you still haven't got your meds?
No.
Oh, right now, dude, you might be.
Maybe come back and go to see the psychiatrist again to talk to her. And I thought they were gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll get you another.
You're
refill.
actually fine.
And then she was like, all right, well, just a few more weeks. And I was like,
hold on.
What the fuck? Why'd I come here?
What if you were depressed or something or had bipolar?
Well, then I wouldn't probably be on
You'd be in a
ADHD
doctor's
medication.
office.
Yeah, I'd be like on Xanax or something.
Oh,
What do
dude,
they
this
call
is
it?
good.
Lexapro?
I've never had this while I've only had this like, because I only smoke, only vape at work.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I just hate it so much. But I tried this, and at work, obviously I wasn't drinking.
Right.
Now that I had a couple of brews, like this is nice, dude. This is a nice
It
feeling.
does help when you're having a couple beers because it's like,
Oh my god,
it's
dude,
like
I
a
feel
pick me up, but it's also like
Ooh,
levels you out.
Hell yeah, dude. I might have to zen out too.
Don't do. There's one dude I work with has like 50 milligram ones. I'm like, how the fuck are you not dead, dude?
Does he drink energy drinks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those guys like their hearts are probably about
I
to
drink energy
explode.
drinks too, but like
What do you drink?
my favorite ones are the ghost ones.
Do you drink Zen energy? Dude, this is sick, dude. I'm about to go buy some Zens tomorrow.
Like $6 a pack, dude. Not bad.
They're expensive. $6 a pack is expensive as hell, dude.
What do you mean? Aren't vapes like 20 bucks?
Yeah, but that'll last me like 2 months.
This will last me at least a week.
Not if you're here, because I'm about to take them all and send out all night.
I got another pack in the car, so you can have this one.
Oh,
if you
so
want.
yeah, you're buying the sleeves.
Well, I just
Give me
forgot
the
them.
sleeves of your no flavored
I forgot them one day.
What do you need? 5 on 10 and a Zen of
We
your
ain't
no
sponsored by
flavor.
Zen, dude. Stop saying the name. Just say nicotine pouches.
A nicotine pouch, no flavor. Give me
We're
a
gonna
whole.
bleep out all the Zen mentions until they
They're like, what are they doing?
Until they sponsored us.
Nobody's gonna sponsor this podcast, dude.
Not yet. We might get some feet sponsors, some sock sponsors.
Take them all. You first.
Sponsored by Hanes.
Hanes socks and testicles falling out.
But yeah, dude, it does help
dude,
a little
this
bit.
is really stinging.
But also, like if I don't have water with it, I get heartburn. This shit gives me heartburn.
Does that help?
Oh yeah,
water?
yeah. If you drink something with it, it's not bad. But if you just do it by itself, like straight raw dog, oh, that heartburn's killer.
I think that's what I was doing at work, because I was like sitting there like, dude, this is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But right now,
My coworker gave me a 6 the one day, and I was like got super lightheaded. I was like, oh shit.
I'll probably
dude.
not feel well in the morning, but I ain't got shit to do.
I don't think it really. I mean, it hasn't affected me yet in the morning. I also haven't drank with them yet, so
It's totally a better experience right now. Like this,
Yeah.
this is something I could get used to.
it's like that's not a bad taste either. You know, it's just like a
It's.
little.
I think it's. Do you have what is it? The makeup. What's in it? Where's that burn come from? Bernie Sanders. Dude, this cooler sucks ass, dude. I didn't
They
have
have
no
Zen
idea.
rewards, dude. I mean,
Oh, I got a program. Yeah, I'm on the program.
I don't think it says the ingredients.
Here, I'll Google it.
Nicotine,
What if it says, like-
nicotine, salt, and other food grade ingredients.
That salts that burn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're just taking all this shit that they just came out with. Like it used to be just cigarettes and dip, and they're coming out with all this shit. That
I
we're
think
just
they have a better way to patent stuff like
nicotine, salt, fillers, cellulose. Damn, it got a lot of shit in it. pH adjusters. Well, you don't have to worry about the last one, the flavorings part.
This
So-
is AI, dude. You don't know that's real.
Oh, dude, I based my whole life basically off this AI overview.
Wrong answers.
All it does is skim everything and do which is insane, bro. Gives you all the ingredients, what they do, flavorings. You cancel that one. No flavorings in this one, please.
They've done studies though, and nicotine's actually like by itself is not that bad for you.
Oh, here we go. Here's a guy. Well, I'm not gonna put this on here. I'll do this on my own
This
time.
guy-
Let's
see what's inside Zen.
a Zen
But if you just open it up, it's like looks like salt to me.
It's just like salt. It's just
See you
table
later.
salt.
See you next time.
Table salt with a little dust, a little sherm in it.
But yeah, nicotine by itself in moderation is not actually that bad for you. I don't think
Anything in moderation is not bad for you.
that's true. Well, I feel like tobacco.
You know, but except gangbanging, dog. You got to gangbang in moderation, nigga. Anyway. Sorry, sometimes I slip away.
This podcast title is GD Folk.
I don't know if we can do
Lima
that.
chapter.
for Larry HL.
GD Folk branch campus.
Oh, dude, we want to still looking for a car for my son. Zen choked me up a little bit.
Once you get it in your mouth,
Once it's activated, yeah, it's got me
going, dude.
activated, dude. It's not like I'm going up and down,
I'm
dude.
Zen activated, dude.
It's like
it's like severed again. Dude,
I'm getting
new level of severed.
I'm deep severed.
Aaron's gonna like come home later and just like we're all Zen.
I love Zens. I've had a lot of run-ins with. I don't want to judge people, but Iranians, Iraq guys, Middle Eastern,
Yeah,
dude. So we were talking about last week, Qatar giving Trump that plane, right?
oh yeah.
I don't know where I heard. well, let's start here. So when I called a place for the car, was his old car that just broke down, just took a shit, was at a Midas, a mechanic shop. And I'm like, hey, I got this car broke down. How much will you give me for it? They told me. I said, okay, cool. I was like, we'll just come pick it up. We'll meet you there. Sign over the title. And bada boom, bada bing.
Bada boom, bada bing.
So I met him over there, got McDonald's afterwards because I felt accomplished. But I went by myself. I went to Midas, met the dude there. Didn't take the fucking plates off. I forgot to do that. Still pissed about that. And literally, I said he had like a Arabic tattoo, and he didn't really speak much English. And he looked like the dude, the Nico from Grand Theft Auto 4, exactly like him, dude. Exactly.
Was he Middle Eastern?
No, he was European.
I was gonna say,
but
Israeli or something.
And he just like gets out, no smile, no nothing, no talk. Looks at the VIN number, takes a picture. He shows me where to sign the title. Come to find out, you're supposed to notarize those titles. So fast forward to now.
Where'd you go?
I just called a buy junk cars place. And the guy I talked to would always be like asleep, and he'd wake up, yeah, I'll send somebody out there right now when I get to it. And I was supposed to meet him one day. He didn't show up. So then I finally got there. He comes, he's like, I'm like, do you need help? Do you need anything? He's like, good. I said, see ya. Take it easy. He pulls out a wad of cash like that, gives me the cash, puts it in his pocket. I give him the title, loads the car up and dips.
What the fuck do they use them for?
Here's what happened. So today, my son finds a Ford Focus on Facebook Marketplace, Toledo. So he talks to the dude. The dude's like, "Oh, I'll meet you at Southside Motors in BG, which is right across from Big Lots on Main Street. That shit, there's no cars at it."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Wow, why would we meet you there?"
Big Lots.
So I'm like, "Show me this dude's page." His name's Rob Deerdick, but spelled like differently, right? And then so I look at his page. He has his profile is like a picture that moves with music, and it's Drake. And then he has the Diamonds Drake and Future album as his cover. But dude, he's sold a shit ton of cars, right? So I'm like, oh, he probably works there. So I get there. It's two, I want to say Middle Eastern dudes. This dude's young.
Safe,
he's probably no. He was cool. He was nice. We get there. The car's a piece of shit. We did not get it. It was a piece of dog shit. But it wasn't the same car in the picture. He was like, and we get there, and so they like go to Facebook Marketplace. So what happens is they buy your junk car, they repair it, they fix it, the little as possible. Then that dude, I guarantee you, it's a connected thing because they were the same nationality.
Yeah,
and they just. I was like, is this like a dealership?
He's like houses, but cars.
He's like, it's our building. And I said, is it a dealership? He goes, it's our building. I was like, all right.
Legally, I can't call it a dealership.
I was like, do you have any other cars? He goes, oh, I have a Cadillac for $4,000 in a couple days. Here it is. I'll post it on Facebook. Tell your son to hit me up if he wants to see it, and I'll have it here. I'm like, cool, whatever. But I mean, they're cool dudes, nice dudes. Yeah. He wasn't a dick. So we drive this car, dude. I press the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and it goes 25 miles per hour, dude. It was like, and so that's what they do. They buy them and they just resell them like that, dude.
Well, it's those buy here, pay here places because they don't do credit checks or nothing.
He wasn't even buy here, pay. Dude, I'm telling, drive down South Main, you'll see there's no cars in the lot. It's a car lot with no cars in it, but that one car that he told he would bring.
Yeah.
And then the building didn't have no lights on inside.
He's like the Kia boys.
But I was like, so if I get this car before we drove it, it was rusty as shit. I was like, will you who notarizes it? Because you have to have the title notarized to get your license plates and your registration. And he's like, we'll just go to the BMV. I'm like, oh, fair enough. He's like, that's what we do. We just go to the BMV, which is right down the street, and blah blah blah. But yeah, these dudes are running
they get to the BMV, they're just like, this motherfucker again.
And then so we came back, and we actually drove down not Fifth Street. You know that bar that not liquor store, but little carry out on Fifth Street I used to go to with what's her nuts. And
stab and grab, what they call it.
The stab and grab. BG. We stopped there, and then we turned, and then I got in the car and turned around and came back, and I'm like, dude, we're not taking this. It was $3,000 he wanted for it. I had $3,500 cash on me.
Oh my God, dude,
that's like GD folk coming out.
Space on that one.
And I'm like, I'm not buying this, and he kept going, why? And I was like, dude, come on. And he's like, is there anything I can do? And I'm like, dude, I'll give you $500 for this car, dude, at that. And don't even want it. And then I asked him, I was like, do you got anything else? And he starts showing me pictures. And he's like,
anything else, dude? I'd be like, nah, we gotta get out of here.
You'll get a good one every once in a while. My son's car was good. The repair on it would have been probably $1,000. That was the problem.
Right.
And I'm not, we put so many repairs in that car. Like I got new tires, new brakes, new everything. And then it just took a shit. And it was like $1,000 repair. And I'm like, we're not paying that.
Damn, dude.
Stinky?
A little stinky.
Nigga Hallam.
Yeah. We got my wife a new car and we traded both of our old ones in. And
at a dealership, a normal dealership.
Yeah. But I had that Volkswagen Golf, and the left side of it was kind of fucked up because it was. I mean, it'd been hit before, or I hit a curb or something. I can't remember what. Exactly
well, dude, I remember driving with you in your Honda. Mm-hmm. You had that Honda, and when we lived on Burwood, and you would text and drive quite a bit, dude. It kind of scared me. I remember we were going to what's the bar you used to work at? The one in Perrysburg. Bar Louie. We were going up there. We were coming. I think it was me, you, and McGee or whoever. And like I was in the passenger seat, and you were just like looking at Twitter and shit. And I'm like, bro, you got to focus on we're on the highway, nigga. Like, dude, do you still do that?
No,
I'm calling you out right now on this podcast.
Come on, man.
Do you still do that?
You got this Tesla that drives itself. Dude,
it doesn't drive itself.
No, I'll be doing that. I got CarPlay. Dude. I could just see it on my screen.
Dude, you was scared. I was just like,
okay,
you
I
were
was
like
young and stupid, dude.
Dude, you were like leaning.
You were in a gang, all right? I don't know to hear this shit.
Yeah, but I never texted and drove one time in that gang. They'd be like, because they would call me. They called me Tunes because I had just gotten this tattoo.
They call me Tunes because I be playing.
Well, no, because I used to make like rap songs, like, and I still.
I know you did
really good ones actually, and maybe not the one that you heard, but. That
I've heard your good rap songs. Dude, calm down.
But
defend yourself.
So they'd be like, Tunes, spit something. But anyway, they call me Tunes. Can you come? I'll give you 20 a bag. And I would pick these dudes up from like drug houses. I'll give you one more story after that. But what was I talking? What was I saying?
Got the car dealership.
Okay, let me just tell the story about this one story. So me and my buddy, one of my associates, he's like, let's go to my aunt's house.
GD folk or
let's play some cards. Yeah, he was a GD associate. Let's go to my aunt's house and play cards. I'm like, all right, bet. And I used to smoke. We used to just smoke weed all fucking day.
Weed was like 12% THC, just
steal beer,
weed,
smoke weed. I gotta take that out. Sorry, dude, you looked at it disappointed.
20 minutes? Do you leave it for 20 minutes?
That's 35 cents worth of Zyn.
Do it later.
Suck it. Come out here like when everybody's in bed. So I'm like, all right, cool. We'll go to your aunt's. We go there. He was white. His aunt was white, and then she had a black boyfriend or whatever. Mm-hmm. We're sitting there smoking blunt after blunt, playing cards. The dude just keeps looking at me, and I'm like, what? He's like, man, I just don't like you. And I'm like, and this is a grown man. I'm a teenager. and then I'll get to the end of the story because he was just fucking with me. Yeah. And he just kept going, man, something about you I just don't like it. I'm like sitting there like, oh shit, I'm high as fuck. He's hot. We're smoking dude, at this person's house, and the aunt's laughing. The other dude's laughing. I'm like, what's so fucking funny? Because he's getting pissed. He's like, dude, I just can't stand you. Then this old black dude walks in, elderly. It's the dude's dad. He pulls out a fucking knife and he's like, let's get him. Fuck this shit. And I'm like, hold up, dude. Hold up. And they're like, no, we've been fucking with you this whole time. Like, we called him to come do this. I'm like, that's not a joke you do. That's who I hung out with. That's the kind of people I hung out with.
You were in training day, dude.
I was, dude. I was Ethan Hawke, dude. Baby Joker.
Damn, dude.
It was like that, dude. Have you ever had your shit pushed in? dude,
fuck that, dude.
Dude, bringing back so many memories of that. Dude, we did some wild shit. And yeah, dude, he pulled out a knife and he's like, fuck this, let's stab this nigga. And I'm like, this old like geezer dude comes up and I'm like, bro, calm down. And he's like, nah, it's fine. And I'm like, dude, is anybody gonna do anything about this? Like, what's going on here? And then this was after my fucking brain injury. I think that you were to this
more
day,
fucked up, dude.
I had a brain in the brain contusion. Mustard comes one day. He's like, did they give you any medication? RIP. Did they give you any meds? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, let's just get the fuck out of here and do the meds and get fucked up. I'm like, bet. Walked out of the hospital, dude. Got up, got dressed, left, and then never to return. Never got diagnosed. Never got taken care of. They were like, you need to stay here, dude. You got a severe brain injury. And I'm just like, me and Mustard was doing Vicodins or whatever the fuck they gave me, and
God damn,
that was the end of that, dude. Because I remember he took me back. he took me home or whatever, and we just got fucked up, dude. We just got fucked. We got beer from somebody. Well, I had a crackhead, old crackhead. My son's mom's mom was dating a crackhead, so he would get us alcohol if we took him wherever he needed to go to get crack. He would get us Wild Irish Rose, dude, by the bottle, dude. We were chugging that shit,
dude.
I was living a rugged life.
You were living that hardcore GD.
Yeah, I used to hang out with this dude. Dude, he would take us. He'd come over. He'd be like, because her mom was a prostitute, and he was basically married to her. And he'd be like, man, she's over here tricking with this motherfucker. And I'd be like, all right. I'd be like, I'm not taking you no more. He'd be like, you're taking me. And I'm like, nah. And this is a big motherfucker. And he was a crackhead, but he was a huge, strong as a fucking ox. He carried a water heater to our house one time. I was like, our water heater went down. He's like, I'll be right back. Dude brings a water heater in the trunk of a Cavalier, hanging out, dripping water. He's like, oh, I just ripped it out of somebody's house. Here you go. Barehanded. Dude, you know Army's Auto on the South End on 4th Street?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like that. Dude jumped the fence one time, took a transmission out of a car, carried it back home. A transmission. He was a mechanic. He was a beast. Dude, he was very talented.
That's scary as fuck, dude.
I told this story once. He climbed up on a pole to hook up cable for somebody, and the cops came, and he said, I'll stay up here all fucking day. I'm not coming down. They left it. They was like, cool.
Yeah,
and they left.
Good
They was
for
like,
you, bro.
they knew him. They were like, cool, you're good. He's been shot, stabbed. But he would come in. He'd be like, this bitch is tricking. Ain't bring me my fucking money. Da-da-da. And I'd be like, I'm not dealing with this right. I'm in high school. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this right. Because I moved out when I was in high school with my son's mom, because she got a settlement for she lived a very bad childhood. She got a settlement. Her father was hit by a semi truck. Body was hit by, not car.
Damn.
Was hit on the road by, and so she got a big ass settlement, and she bought a place, and I lived with her, and we'd all just party there. Oh, a bunch of Shawnee kids partying with there, and he would come in and be like, "You're taking me." And I'm like, "Nah," and he'd like grab me, fucking. You're taking me, and he'd be like, I got you. He's like, I got you. You know I do. I'm like, bet. Okay, cool. And we'd go to like hotels, and he'd literally just walk in a room, kick the fucking door, and grab her mom, and snatch her, fucking pull her out, and be like, motherfucker, you to the dude. The dude be like, a normal dude, be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, and he'd be like, you're fucking paying. I'm just sitting at the doorway, like. Like, dude, I'm telling you, it was wild, dude. It was lit, dude. It was lit. Now I live this boring lifestyle, dude. Imagine
That's good. That's good. You live this boring lifestyle.
Imagine now.
You could be dead. The fact that you're alive right now is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was a real. I ran into him when I was back home once.
He's not in jail?
No, he's old now. He was when I was in high school. He was probably in his 50s. He was probably like 78. He's still alive. The dude was invincible. I'm talking. He was known on the south end of Lima. He was. That was a thing in the door. He was very well known, and like he was stabbed, shot, jailed. The cops knew him. Everybody knew him. You got pissed?
Yeah,
I got pissed too. Freddie, but yeah, dude, I was living a rugged life, and it did not end. It never ended. I don't think it never ended until I got here. After Afghanistan, and I moved to Bowling Green, and then we met back up.
Damn, dude.
Because we met up through Mustard at McFerrin Street after all that in my life. And I was over 21 then.
Yeah. How did you and Larry be? Because
How did that? Mustard brought me there because Mustard was friends with Whitney. This is a house with me. So me, you, and 3 other people lived at this house.
Well, right, but I just remember like you were at our house one time, and like 3 days later you were moving in.
I have a habit of doing that. I met this chick
it was cool. I was cool with it, but like I was just like, all right, well.
In between that, when was this? No, I was still in the military. So before that, I had this is basically my high school story to now. I met a girl on Plenty of Fish. I was living in my grandma's apartment that she went to a nursing home, but she had a lease still. So I stayed there, but I ended up getting kicked out because they found weed in my apartment. They were doing maintenance. And I used to smoke out, dude. And actually, there was a story. I had 2 girls there one day hanging out from my high school. And we were cooking or something, and we were smoking. And then we heard like this radio in the hallway. I opened the door, and there's 2 cops in the hallway down the way talking to somebody. And I shut the door. I'm like, dude, if we've been weed in there, smelled like straight weed. And I was like, burn whatever food we got, just burn it. So we can just so it smells like burnt food in here. They never said anything, but I got kicked out very soon after that. But what the fuck was I? So then Mustard my friend Mustard brought me to. You guys had a party, and he was friends with Whitney. And then I just kind of came there for the party, and we was all hanging out. And I was like, "Oh, dude, I needed a place to stay." I was like, "I'll just stay here. It's cool."
We had like 5 bedrooms, like only 3 were occupied, and we just kept adding people,
dude, just adding people. And then I stayed there, and we were in the hood then too.
That shit was kind of like, honestly, that was kind of one of the most fun times of my life. Though, it was just like random as fuck, but like,
dude, I used to drink. Well, I still do, but I used to like buy a cake. I worked at TJ Maxx.
Yeah, I'd come every day. You watching Martin, dude,
getting turned, dude, just pounding beers.
Oh, no, I don't go to work for like 3 hours. We'd ask you to buy us beer all the time because we were young, and you were like, "All right, well, you gotta get me something, man."
What? Was you? Yeah, you guys were. I think Whitney was my age, but other than that,
yeah, we were all like 19, 20.
Yeah, dude, I would buy Natty at that point. No, it was Busch Light. I don't remember.
Busch Light.
It was Busch Light. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always.
That's been my constant my whole life is Busch Light, dude.
Yeah, that was fun times though. It was fun. It was definitely, that house was disgusting, but
raunchy.
Yeah. Would you bring us?
Everybody's bringing food. Dude, I gotta eat peanut butter and jelly for dinner. Peanut butter and jelly? Oh well, that's a high class restaurant.
What's that?
Balance.
I hate Balance. They don't cook their damn vegetables.
They're raw.
It's disgusting, dude. I can't eat raw broccoli with my cooked food.
True. I respect that. But yeah, remember we had that black dude that just came in there that one time, that that crackhead or whatever.
Old school.
He used to come in there and just like play beer pong. And,
hey DJ, play some being finna fuck it up on the dance floor. I
remember that picture I posted on Facebook, and he's just like sitting there like this. And like all these like white people are just standing around him. Dude, that was a raw situation.
We had like people over every single weekend, just people we didn't even know, just sketchy as fuck. Yeah.
What's his? What was the quiet black dude that worked at Verizon? Xavier.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna head home. I gotta get out of here, man. He never drank. Like, credit to him, dude. He was not a drinker. He drank
sometimes, but he would never stay the night. Like, you should be driving home. Nah, man, I'm just gonna.
Hey man, I'm gonna head out, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
Just disappear.
Cool. Dude, that landlord had a rough time with that house.
Oh, dude, I was the one that had to meet him at the end. Oh
yeah, you were the one who was on.
There was like fucking airsoft gun holes in the blinds and shit, dude. I was like so embarrassed. Like,
who lets their kids live like that? Our parents should have stepped in on that.
I don't think they knew what was going on. My parents definitely did not know what was going on there.
Yeah, mine didn't either.
I don't think they ever came to that house one time.
No, we were living reckless, dude.
Go to Harry's Hideaway, dude. What the fuck were we doing?
Dude, that was a reckless time, dude.
It really was.
But it was a fun time.
Like, our livers probably just lost 20 years from just being in that house every single night.
Mine's fine, dude.
I started working at Applebee's.
Yeah, because we used to come there. You and Larry worked at Applebee's.
Yeah,
Larry, who owes me $300 fucking still.
He got me a job there.
I remember I first got back home from deployment. I had all this cheese, and dude, he calls me right up. Hey, I'll come to BG hang out with you. I'm like, all right, bet. Because I was like, I knew nobody. This was before I knew McGee, but he was. I think he had no, he didn't have a kid before me, but he had his friends, and I didn't really talk to him like that. I didn't talk to you.
Bleach and Whitney's shampoo and shit. Remember that?
Oh my god! Yeah, he came up here. We went out, and then he's like, can I borrow $300?" I'm like, yeah, sure.
They used to be like best friends. So they
never
were
talked to him again.
Yeah, that shit was fucking insane. I can't believe I wasn't there that day when that whole thing happened
with the kid,
with his her dad and shit, dude. Just punked his ass.
You want to talk to my daughter like that? And I'm like, oh shit!
What even started that whole rift between them?
They were fighting. They were just fighting, dude. When you get two women together like that.
Like, put bleach in her shampoo. That's crazy.
Larry was a bitch made, dude.
Yeah,
I hung out with him. Actually, he lived in Fort Wayne.
Laundry, dude. He fucking like he was just let that shit pile up in there, and his dog pissed on everything.
I remember I went to his house.
I had to throw so much shit away after that house because it was pissed on.
Sometime I moved to Fort Wayne with Blake and Larry. I lived with Blake and Larry.
Yeah, you
right?
did. Yeah.
And then he moved out, and I remember I went to his house and it was all shitty. And his dog, I think his dog pissed on me when I was asleep or something.
Brenton.
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
God,
dude. And yeah, now I think about it, living in Fort Wayne was no different because I was addicted to air duster. And then I'm just
Sam in the back of my Dracula.
Shit! Look, rabbit.
Those things fucking get in my backyard all the time, dude. My dogs go crazy.
Do they try to kill him?
Oh yeah,
my dogs try to kill him.
The one dog got a squirrel the one time, but then we had like a baby rabbits, like a nest in our backyard. Ooh. And my wife goes out there the one day, and the one dog's just got a fucking baby in its mouth. Like,
what do you do?
You just gotta let it be, dude. We just
do you shovel it out? Do you just scoop
well,
it?
we tried to like cover it up so they were safe, but then the rabbit couldn't get to us. So the babies just died, dude. Like, why you put?
What do you do with the dead babies?
I put them in the trash, dude.
No, I fling them over the fence into the farmland.
That's pretty smart,
dude. I'd take them and eat them right over, dude.
No, I just threw them in a trash bag and put them in the trash. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what to do.
Do you do by hand?
I use like a glove and a trash bag.
Oh, dude, so you're cool with picking up animals.
I mean, they were tiny, dude. I couldn't even tell they were rabbits, honestly.
They're fetuses almost.
Little baby-ass rabbits. But
little fuck-ass
like,
rabbits.
you can smell the dogs back there. Why are you putting babies back here?
Yeah, they don't. No animals come in this yard. We used to have mice and stuff. They don't come in. Nobody comes around now. I got a cat and 2 dogs, so I'm good.
Yeah, my one dog's got that straight hunting instinct.
What kind of dog?
I don't know. We got it off Facebook Marketplace. Like, some lady was trying to get rid of it, and we paid like $100 for adoption fee. She said it was a Labradoodle. I don't think it is because it sheds and shit. And I swear it's like a terrier because it's like a hunter, dude. I think it's see a fucking animal that dog goes crazy.
You should start hunting.
What?
You should start hunting.
No, she's too dumb to be doing all that.
We should start hunting, dude.
I don't think I could shoot an animal.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
You ain't got it? Dude, I was gang. I was in a gang. I could shoot anybody.
That's true. You shot people. You only could shoot.
I never shot nobody.
GD, what is it? GD folk?
I did have a gun.
You just wear a camo with GD folk on it. You're hunting the woods, hunting animals.
Sorry, it's me.
You know who shot you?
Do you know Larry Hoover is free kind of now? He's partially free. He's free enough.
You just use like a fucking Glock to shoot the animals.
Ghetto hunt. Oh, there's a deer right there. Clack, 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 clack.
Nah, I don't need to hide. You just walk up to that bitch.
Just walking dump on it.
Reach for the skies, bitch.
Reach for the skies, deer.
Stupid ass deer.
Yeah, dude.
That's the way to hunt right there. Because the people that hide, they use camo. Like, it's a fucking deer. They're dumb as fuck already. They walk right up to you. What do you?
Yeah, they get hit by cars, dude.
Yeah,
you can just stand out by the road and hopefully one gets hit and you can take a
big buck I caught. Well, yeah, the buck's dumb as fuck, dude. It's bigger. It's easier to shoot.
Yeah, hunting is gay as fuck, dude. Hunting is gay.
It's kind of gay, like.
But it's cool if you get deer jerky and shit. You ever had deer jerky?
Oh yeah, but like people they put the deer on the wall and shit. I'm like, oh
well, yeah, you got to be. You're an American, dude. If an American kills something, they want to let everybody know. Somebody had a good point. They said, and this might be a deep part of my depression, but when I deployed to Afghanistan, I don't think about it. Like, I don't ever think
about death.
No, I don't think about being there. I don't really think I was there. Like, I often have to ask people I was with, like, was I there? Because my mind has blocked.
That's like trauma coping, dude.
Well, because it was like I realized when I got there, like, we are definitely just fucking these people up for something. Dude. Like, there's a lot of shots that go on around here. And obviously it was heroin because they have opium fields. And like the American military guard, I've said this a million times, guard the opium fields there because big pharma's coming and get those bad boys.
The cartel down in Mexico,
but somebody posted on TikTok during Memorial Day. What was it? It's funny. America will bomb, will destroy a country, level it to the ground, and then make a movie about how the guys who did it are sad.
Right.
And I started thinking about that. Like,
kind of
dude,
crazy.
I am like I have a weird vibe about that. Like, I'm like, it was like a weird like place to be. Like, it was like this is something ain't right here.
Propaganda movies. That's mostly, you're like you said before, war movies are mostly just propaganda.
And all you gotta do is get like young dudes who have that energy. Like, I love America. Fuck everybody. Brainwashed, basically.
I'm like 99% sure that's why Call of Duty was made in the first place, because like they want to make it look cool.
No,
like
they fund it.
Yeah,
they fund it, and it's like you grow up and say you're like a loser. It's like people who become cops, in my opinion. I've met some cool cops, but they need some authority because they grew up with. Dude, it's no different than my job. You can tell people there, like the bosses and the management there. Where are you going? Huh? Come on camera.
Yeah, you want to be we got another microphone, man? Come on.
Come on camera. Where are you going?
You gotta show some feet though.
What's in that bag? My Xbox. Is my controller in there? Hey, have fun driving my car, dude. Have fun at 17 driving a Tesla around with your friends, dude. You're welcome. Seriously, nothing irritates me more, dude. Like, no appreciation. Your parents are like, hey, you get to this car for the night. What do you do? Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Hey, drop that off at Goodwill. Do you just drop it off at the door?
What? Drop what off?
There's clothes in the back.
Oh.
Hey, I'm gonna track it. What? Wherever you go, that's crazy. You get to drive that car. You know, I was driving, dude. My mom's car, dude. Get out of here. I almost want to turn the camera, but I don't want to reset it to show this in driving a car. This young in. He don't know what I had to do just to get to here. Just to get here,
He just
dude.
like goes forward and kills us. Fuck you guys.
He has no idea how my gang activity.
I don't think the Tesla would hit us. Would it would stop probably.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Do you want to be on a podcast?
It's a podcast song.
Anything? What's up? I'm the homeowner.
Okay, sweet. I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
So my name is Joseph. My name is Mike.
No,
you might,
you're good. We can hear you.
It's so funny. I'm Joseph. I'm with Active Environmental. I'm taking care of 13 area neighbors. I'm kind of a local bug guy.
Yeah.
Now for them, they've mainly been dealing with the ants, the spiders, and the fleas and the ticks.
Right.
You got anybody knocking that out for you? No.
I'll knock it out. I knock it out, Joseph. Thank you. I'll knock
The funniest timing ever, dude.
Well, you'll be super glad to stop by with actually. A lot of people in your shoes have actually gone ahead and given me their chance to earn their business today. Mainly because it will save you so much time and I'll do way more.
Right.
Now, when you go ahead and do it, you just use that ortho home defense.
No, I don't use ortho. I use Damascus Earth.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
you're just getting the foundation kind of spot treating the yard.
We don't really have a problem anymore, to be honest.
Yeah.
But hold on, time out. Advertise on this. We get a lot of viewers. You can just advertise on this. We're going right now. Just advertise.
What's your name, man?
Is this
Joseph. No, it's
not
recorded.
live. Well,
You're going to be in
We'll
it.
see.
You decided to come here. You're going to be.
we're starting live right now.
It will be on YouTube tonight. Yes, I'll send you a link. Give me your phone number.
I'll absolutely do that.
Oh, no, I don't take it. Put it in your phone. I don't have my phone.
okay.
My phone's right there.
See if that works better.
Text. He'll get it because my phone's right there.
All right, I'll send it to him. 419-235. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, I don't want to put my phone number on the podcast.
Oh, hold on. Here, hold on.
Can we just give you mine?
Yes, okay. Yeah, do that.
Here, let me.
You married? Girlfriend?
Yeah. Dude, do you want to be on this podcast?
You just turned 21? Oh, my gosh. Dude, we're old as shit.
Where should I go tomorrow night?
In Toledo?
Yeah. Anyway?
We got an active guy.
Oh, I'm gonna text you more.
Active bugs guy trying to sell bug stuff. Check out Active. What do you guys do? Extermination.
Yeah.
Pest Control. Active.com.
You guys do
Active.
Toledo too? Because I'm telling you, man, my attic, I don't know what's going on, but we got those little red and black, they're called box elder bugs or something, and they're just fucking everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Like every winter they come in my house and just invade the place. So yeah, you have my number now. So do you do the Toledo area or somebody else do that?
Yeah, we do that too.
Like you personally do that?
Well, I'm the route manager. I got my trucks going pretty much all day tomorrow. I'm just
Gotcha.
earning more business while they're already going to be here.
Okay.
So I'm not actually the guy spraying anything or doing.
Well, no, I figured that, but I mean, like, I used to be in sales. Like, do you get commissioned if I bring you? Okay, all right.
Dude,
now
he
you
should
got
have
my-
he should be sitting here. You guys talk this out. I'll take a break.
No, I do need a pest control though in my house because I put like ant traps and shit when the ants are gone, but these damn box elder bugs. I don't know what it is.
What can we do with that?
Do you have like dog safe stuff?
Yeah, we use plant-based sprays from the Chrysanthia family. So it's
Okay.
like a natural pest defense.
Oh, perfect, dude.
Hit him up.
This has been stressing me out. Seriously, my wife won't kill the bugs either. She calls me in every time to kill them. So
Yes.
Well, now you got Active.
okay, yeah, dude. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like I need
Dude,
something in my
we
house.
need to put you. We gotta. Nobody's gonna believe this happened.
I don't know a lot of people. A lot of people.
Yeah, you're probably. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want you to
get you in
lose
trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble. You're right.
His name is Skylar. Don't want to say your real
But
name.
no, shout out to Active. Seriously, that's
Yeah.
some good, dude. That's some good. Like you didn't give it. He didn't give it.
No, he did. He was. I respect that, man.
You came in like, hey, whatever.
He's like 2 microphones, whatever. I'll go talk to these guys.
That's what we're supposed to do. I mean, I literally pulled up to an entire 30-person barbecue in the morning.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty scary.
What a
it's
rough
just the two
job.
of us for this sad.
Yeah, Badminton Boys podcast. Look it up on YouTube.
Bad
I can text it to you too. Hold
Yeah,
on.
he'll text it
Did
to
you
you.
get my text? But check your phone first. Make sure I got the right number. Tyler
Wow.
and Travis is what I texted you.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, perfect.
All right, cool. Yeah, dude. There's nothing I can do, but he
Yeah,
sounds like he wrote you.
because these things are driving me absolutely insane. It's I don't know if it's like around our. They said that neighborhood's got a bad problem with them already, but I don't know if it's just the wintertime or what because they come inside. But oh my god, it's driving me nuts. Like it's just we got spiders everywhere too, which I keep them around because they kill the pests. But yeah,
that is true. Spiders do.
What's
Ooh, a double whammy?
Am I allowed to talk about this on here? But
Yeah,
what's your like? What's the rates like hourly or how's this work? Like,
Pricing wise,
yeah,
we're paid per month.
per month. Okay.
Just once a month. We have a lot of people on fixed income and retirement age,
Uh huh.
so it makes it a lot more affordable for them rather than just lump sum every time we come out.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I'm not worried about like.
He's got
monthly fee.
bread, dude. He's rich as
I'm
hell.
I'm not rich at all, but I do. I'm willing to pay for some pest control. I'll tell you that.
Sure.
Because I don't want to do it myself. And I did the same thing to the Dematicus Earth or whatever, and it kind of helps, but you know, I do need a dog-friendly solution. So yes, please, yeah,
We'll do that. Yes, sir.
I'll reach out to you for sure. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Joseph.
Joseph. Tyler. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Joseph.
You too, Travis.
Yep.
I gotta ask before I go: is there any chance we could go to the bathroom inside your house or something?
You can go
Go
right
for me,
here.
right there,
No,
by
here,
that
hold on.
fence,
Let
yeah.
me pause this. I'll show you.